Welcome back, you beautiful people. It is June 2023. So naturally, we're taking a look back at what happened in May 2023 in real estate in Ottawa. And my, oh my, it is the month that we have all been waiting for. It finally picked back up again. As always, if you're liking what you're hearing, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with different listing videos before they hit the market, and share those with someone who might be interested in what's happening in the market in Ottawa and what is happening in the market month combined. You can see in the month of May, we sold 6% more properties than we did in 2022. A big change is happening, and the change isn't just what's happening now, but it's what happened last year and the effects of that change that we're seeing now. The average price is down by 6.8%, but it's not down as much as it was earlier this year. You can see there is about 35% more properties for sale than there were at the end of May last year, but only up a little bit from April 2023. Absorption rate, we're looking at just under a month and a half of inventory, so still very strong seller's market territory. Year to date, we're sitting at a total of 25% less houses sold and an average price being down by 12%. This recent surge in sales numbers has definitely been, as realtors, we've really liked what's going on, but we just saw a bank rate increase by a quarter point, and that might have a negative effect on what the prices do. The average price month over month actually went down by $4,000, but there's a ton of houses in that $600,000 to $700,000 range that are getting lots of multiple offers. But some buyers are just being patient. They're waiting for the next house to come up because we're seeing more inventory hit the market. In terms of the residential market and shifting away from the combined, in the month of May, you can see we sold 7.7 more houses in 2023 than we did in 2022. The average price went down by 7%. But the average price month over month on the residential side actually went down by $2,000. But if you look at May 2022, the average price went down by $25,000. So you can see there's more houses to choose from, and you can see that we have just over a month and a half worth of inventory. And year to date, we're sitting at a reduction in terms of number of transactions on the residential side by 23%, and the average price is down by 11.6. But like I said, May to April last year, there's a $25,000 drop during that same period, even though there was a $2,000 drop month over month now. Last year's numbers are falling faster than this year's numbers, essentially, is what's happening. But that quarter point on mortgage rates is likely going to have an effect on people's buying power, and therefore, like we saw all of last year, is going to have an effect on house prices. How much of an effect will be very interesting to see over the next couple of months. On the condo side, you can see we're up in terms of number of sales by 3 this month versus in 2022. That accounts for 0.7%, and the average price down by 6.4. Again, not down as much as it had been. We do have more inventory, but certainly we have less inventory in May than we had in April for condos. So something to really pay attention to. 1.3 months of inventory. So about, what is that, 5 weeks of inventory, maybe 6 weeks worth of inventory. So really not a lot of inventory. Year to date on the condo side, you can see we're down in terms of number of sales by 28%. We're down in terms of average price by 9%. And the condo segment is actually seeing some growth month over month. So it's up by $7,000, owing a lot to issues of affordability, strong average price point for apartment style units. We're seeing people get back to that desire to live in an apartment. I think a lot of the idea of COVID sort of being behind us a little bit is making people a lot more comfortable in living in those apartment style areas, and that's driving the price up as well. If you'd like an indication of how all of this affects you and your family, if you're considering buying or selling or investing in real estate, as always, please feel free to reach out. My team and I would be more than happy to help. The phone number, as always, 1-888-REAL585. And until then, keep it real, collective.